with the sheets untouched. I'd had this dream about you where you were drunk, and I couldn't find your friends or address on your phone, and I didn't know who to turn to, so I held your hand and guided the way to my car and drove 17 kilometers to my house to take care of you. It was 3 a.m. and I was tired and the road was dark, and you were mumbling non-existing words, and I looked at you. And you smiled such a startling, beautiful, honestly wonderful smile. And you were dizzy and shaking, and I saw you sitting next to me. I couldn't help but just lose everything and be afraid, trying not to hit the trees along the road because I had to take care of you. It was 3:30 a.m. and I scrolled through the numbers on your phone while trying not to call your mother, and I looked at you. The way you snuggled up into the blankets of my bed, still holding on to your hand. And you smiled and mumbled alcoholic breathing words into my ears. It was 3:50 a.m. and I looked into the crying girl in the mirror, trying to find a way to not tell your mother about why you drank your thoughts away, but she was waiting for you back there. It was 4:02 a.m. and I looked at you, sleeping, breathing softly, and I wanted to hold your hand. I didn't want to sleep alone, but I had to take care of you instead of loving you. But looking at you like that, in your pure, innocent, fragile form, I couldn't just not want to hold you and be safe. It was 4:13 a.m. as I realized I shouldn't be standing there looking at you. You weren't yourself tonight, and I couldn't take advantage of the way you were, so I knew that I had to close the door and hope to fall asleep without dreaming and wake up without nightmares or an empty bedroom with the sheets untouched. But back there, they were still waiting for you, so eventually I had to call your brother that you were safe and okay, and I begged him not to tell anyone. I begged him to keep our secret so you wouldn't be embarrassed or mad at me for telling people you acted like this. Still, little did your brother know why you drank the night away, but he was your brother, and you had always made him proud, so he told me he was waiting back there, worried for something might have happened to you. He was your brother, and he didn't want you to get hurt, and as I gave him the address, he only told me to take great loving care of you. Little did your brother know I could take care of you like that forever. It was 4:45 a.m. as I was still thinking about the sheets of my bed smelling of your daisies. But then suddenly it was 2 p.m. and the afternoon began to fall as I woke up still crying because I realized how you drank your thoughts away. Tears from pain and sadness as I realized how I almost drove that car too far off the road with us so close to each other. It was 2:15 a.m. It was 2:15 p.m. and I couldn't take it anymore, but there you were still in my bedroom as you realized how you almost drank your life away. I knocked at my door and I held my breath as I entered the room that fairly smelled like your daisies. But you were still smiling, and I kept myself together as I saw your dimples, for I couldn't take it anymore as you almost took your life away. But you kept on loving me that day, because I called your brother and thought about your mother, but little did I know that you loved me anyway. It was 2:22 p.m. as you told me why you drank your thoughts away, and little did I know that it had been fine to sleep next to you to hold your hand, and that you would have been alive with me.